afternoon, and you know that it is KNR time right here on SABC2, where you belong. We'll be bringing you news from our beautiful shores to all across the globe. Igama lami ngumhlonhlo Buhle Geleba, indwakazi yaseMambono Miseni, and I am super excited to be with you this afternoon. I'm with the one and only Ayanda. Hey girl.
Hi Buhle, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am great and kitabile haholo ho ba mo lwena. Nna ka lebitso ke Ayanda Vimasango aka Ngwanyana 012, and without further ado, a re boneng the headlines tsa rena.
We caught up with young scientists showcasing their innovations at this year's ESCOM Career Expo.
KZN learners attend a leadership and behavioral change training camp to help them catch up on learning and staying off the streets.
We close off today's show with a familiar face from TikTok who has amassed quite the numbers and has created a name for himself. Well, he is here in studio with us this afternoon to blow us away into the weekend with a stellar performance. You do not want to miss it. These and many more stories to come in our bulletin.
Let's check out what kept us talking this week in our national news wrap.
In news around our country, we begin in Gauteng. Statistician General Mr. Risenga Maluleke has released the 2022 statistics of South Africa, which were received by South African President Mr. Ramaphosa in Pretoria recently. In the results, top of the list for children was the staggering number of young people not attending school. The results revealed that about 200,000 people aged 5 years to 24 years are not attending school, with Gauteng dominating that list. Meanwhile, South Africa's population has significantly grown to 62 million people. On to the story now. On the 10th of October, the world marked Mental Health Day. The day is set aside to raise awareness about issues of mental well-being, as well as equip all people about how to cope and maneuver around mental health. In our shores, the day didn't inspire any encouragement or hope whatsoever, particularly with young people. This comes as the numbers of suicide are on the rise. However, various schools around the country did engage on outreach programs meant to inform fellow school-going learners. And lastly, in KwaZulu-Natal, as the year draws to an end with final exams coming soon, KZN Education Department is adamant that they will thrive for a 100% matric pass rate. This follows MEC Mbali Fraser's interventions, including setting up 5 spring camps in Umgungundlovu district and issuing matric support booklets to matriculants. These camps are in place to help with concentrated revision of the year's work amongst the study groups of learners. The final exams are set to commence on October 30th. And that's all we have with news around our country this week.
Let's globetrot now to see what's happening in other countries.
In news around the world, we start in Gaza. Israel continues to bomb Gaza after a surprise attack by Hamas, which is an Islamic resistant movement, this past weekend. Hospitals are overcrowded with patients, and doctors fear they'll run out of medical supplies soon. The United Nations Children's Fund urged protection for children during this ongoing conflict. We hope that this conflict is resolved to end the displacement and bloodshed. In Guatemala, hunger has increased significantly over the past decade, with 127 deaths among young children linked to hunger in the first 9 months of the year, up to 96 in the same period last year. Climate change crop damage is considered a complex factor contributing to food shortages and migration decisions in this country. Now off to Spain, where Spain's Canary Islands regional government suspended classes due to hot weather and haze, causing students to faint and feel unwell this week. The lack of air conditioning in the classrooms and dust storms worsened conditions, forcing teachers to close the windows. The region is experiencing unseasonal warm weather, following the September 2023 being the warmest on the record globally. Lastly, in the US, if you're a Disney fan, brace yourself to dig deeper in your pocket if you intend to visit some of the Disneyland and Disney World parks. This week, the company announced an increase in ticket prices, meaning visiting Mickey Mouse just got more expensive. The plan also comes as foot traffic at Disney parks has fallen recently, with the high cost of living in the US likely responsible for softening spending on the theme parks. Earlier this month, Disney said it will offer discounts for children for a limited time. Disney ticket price hikes are effective immediately. And that's all we have for you in our World Wrap today.
In KZN, the Moral Regeneration Movement, together with the Department of Basic Education, are working to incorporate positive values into the curriculum. This through a leadership and behavioral change training camp, which was attended by leaders from various schools in the Pietermaritzburg area. Here's what went down.
Immoral Regeneration Movement ibambisene nesebe lezemfundo esisisekwe eMgungundlovu isindleke abafundi abasuka kwizikole ezahlukeneyo ezingqongele ndawo kwinkampu yokufundisa ngokuziphatha kutsha nje. Umphathiswa wezemfundo KZN uMbali Fraser uthi le nkqubo iza kuba likhubalo kwindlela abantwana abazibandakanya ngayo kwizinto ezingafanelekanga.
Ukuba nje sesikoleni kumntwana kusuye kubiza ukuthi akahloniphe, kusuye kubiza ukuthi akazazi ukuthi ubani. Ngakho ke kubalekile ukuthi around them kube indawo econducive, kungabi khona izinto ezolokhu zibaphazamisa. Abantwana bethu baphazamiseka kakhulu nayindaba zama drugs and stuff. Kodwa uma singabambisana sonke ekutheni sazi ukuthi sikhulisa isizwe, siqhelise izinto ezingaphazamisa abantwana.
Uyayazi kaloku umbukeli ukuba ngexesha leholide zesikolo zininzi izinto ezenziwa ngoogxa bakho ezingalunganga ezikhokhelela ekubeni uzibone utshintsha indlela yokuziphatha. Ababeyinxalenye lomsitho bafunde oku.
Ama-solutions amaningi angangisiza nami esikoleni, ekhaya nasemphakathini.
I've learned how to be a leader and I've learned respect and discipline. Into engifundile ukuthi singalokhu singabanaki abanye abakhuluma bad ngawe ngoba uwena uzogcina usuphatheka kabi, laba abanye bazohleka wena usakhala kanjalo. Kuzongisiza kakhulu because ngizokwazi ukuthi ngifunde ukuzimanage and ngizokwazi ukuthi ukuthi mhlawumbe kunomuntu onenkinga ngikwazi ukuthi ngim-advise, so nalowo muntu naye ezokwazi a-advise abanye.
Siyavuya ukuba kukho abaye bafumbatha into kule nkqubo efundisa ngokuziphatha ukuze uzikhwebule kwizinto ezingayilungelanga impilo yakho. Ndinguvuyokazi Kafile weendaba ze-SABC eMgungundlovu.
Now to other hard-working learners. ESCOM celebrated their 43rd International Science Fair Expo for young scientists recently, with more than 330 participants from 35 different regions competing. Our presenter Tabero Makode and our producer Given Mozuyane filed this report for us.
And it is absolutely thrilling to be here at the 2023 ESCOM Expo, the 43rd International Fair. It is absolutely exciting to meet young scientists dedicating their lives to the lives of science and physics. Here with me is Soyama Daimani. Guys, let's just get a few hints of what's going on at the Expo. And Soyama, could you please explain to us what your device is?
Okay. The name of my project is Macrotech Optimized Stage. So basically it is a stage that is made efficient and effective by macro technology. So what this stage does is it assumes there is a performer and the performer is performing at a stadium. So these wheels are made to go around the stadium, and this is the stage itself, and this is to make it go up and down stadium floors.
ESCOM recently hosted an expo for young scientists interested in energy, engineering and biomedics at the Birchwood Hotel in Boksburg. A total of 330 local young scientists and 20 international participants from countries such as Ghana, India, Kenya, Lesotho and Mozambique, to mention few, were also in attendance. The young scientists seized the opportunity to showcase their scientific and innovation research projects at this year's regional finals of the Expo for Young Scientists. Muhaij Abdullah, a grade 7 learner from Spring Wing Primary in Cape Town, demonstrated and told us about his paper recycling machine, which converts old wasted papers into new products, such as paper straws or paper plates.
I've chosen this project because when I go to a party or function, there's not enough paper cups or paper plates for me, and I find it very annoying and disturbing. So I also sometimes go to public bathroom and I find little to no toilet paper, and it's so frustrating and embarrassing. So I have come up with this paper recycling machine it tackles not one, not two, but 3 problems at one time.
Khanyo Makapane from Virginia Township in the Free State innovated the high-button energy robot, which was created to solve the problem of non-functional robots during load shedding. The high-button robots will ensure a smooth flow of traffic during load shedding.
I come from a very small town named Virginia where there is no traffic lights at all. It's either load shedding or the municipality just doesn't bring traffic lights. So I decided to myself, okay, why don't I build a traffic light that operates without electricity? So this is when I did the Hybrid. This is the hybrid energy robot. Hybrid is a name that I made. It's an acronym for hybrid is the high, and Boteen is the acronym for robot. So basically what it does is that it operates on solar and wind energy to obviously give the output of the traffic lights. But actually what is so important about this project is that the stored energy from the battery is actually supplying local businesses and households with electricity.
Well, guys, that was Khanyo and Dayanami, and I was truly inspired. Hopefully, one day that I can come to the 2023 Expo. Maybe I can come tomorrow, guys. You guys should join too. But don't forget to catch KNR on SABC2, SABC Plus, and of course, DTT. Back to you in studio.
Thank you. We'll be right back after the break. You don't want to miss out. Welcome back to all our SABC2, SABC Plus and SABC Lehigh viewers. As soon as we hit the festive season, most of us will be heading to the beach or even our local swimming pools. This requires skill and knowledge of swimming to avoid drowning. Now, in Naledi, the Soweto Swimming Tournament made waves on Saturday as it gathered young swimmers from around the area. The aim to inspire individuals of all ages and backgrounds to dive into a world of swimming, with a special appearance from swimmers who've represented our country abroad. Let's check it out.
Soweto residents have taken swimming to another level with their first ever 2023 Soweto Swimming Tournament. The tournament was held at the White City Community Center in Jabavu with a focus on inclusivity and encouraging participation. The tournament aims to inspire individuals of all ages and backgrounds to dive into the world of swimming. The Soweto-born star Lumka Manye, founder of Soweto Swimming Tournament, said it is not just a competition but an opportunity for young children from their township to learn about the sports of swimming.
Abazali, they need to allow kids to be free, because I believe Gusumtana Maga free and Tandayo, he or she becomes the best. So parents must allow kids to do whatever that they want to do, but they must guide kids in the journey. So for instance, now we have parents that are supporting kids. They are here with them to support them. And others, they came alone, but they'll go to their parents and weakness. With mom, this was happening in City and I want to be part of swimming. I want to join the club.
Some of the local swimmers who also represented South Africa's young swimmers in Italy expressed their gratitude for being part of the tournament and for inspiring their peers in the township.
I achieved a lot. So like in July, I went to Italy to represent South Africa.
and I have achieved like a lot of awards during my swimming career. Yeah, swimming is not that difficult. Like if you try, like you'll know where you're going, and if you don't know. Like maybe if you like would like do swimming or something.
Ngike ngahamba ngaye e-Italy and like I was shocked because like bekuyi first time ukuthi umuntu ahambe aye phesheya kwiclub yami mara nabo coach bami ne-team yami babe bangi-assista nezinye izinto ukuthi ngikwazi ukuhamba ngiphumelele ngibamise phezulu as i-club yethu.
Ngigqoke iswimini ngoba ngizoswima ngizokompitha nabanye abantwana si-take fun.
Being here makes me really happy. I didn't think that I would be here. Today I feel so happy and I wish to be more successful in swimming than I am today. And thank you to my coach Blue, for training me.
Spectators witnessed incredible displays of athleticism and sportsmanship as swimmers took to the pool to demonstrate their passion for swimming. Residents of Naledi said that this kind of initiative will nourish and shape the future of young children in swimming.
This tournament yabantwana mina ngithanda cause life skill ebantwaneni and then it keeps abantwana away from the streets. Khona manje siba nama problems wama floods and everything. Thola ukuthi siluza impilo zabantu. But if they know how to swim abantu, they can be saved somehow.
Ndiziva ndivuyile kakhulu ngale event ezokwenzeka apha so that nabanye abantwana ikhono labo belingabonakali ngeswimming namhlanje lizotsho libonakale. Ndivuyile kakhulu mina.
The tournament was concluded with the synchronized swimming choreography to entertain the Naledi residents and spectators. Motsuyani Given, SABC News, Naledi in Soweto.
So guys, let me ask, how do you imagine spending your weekend, especially in the scorching heat we're about to experience? Well, bana ba kwa Soweto bana le karabo ya seo festival. The whole community of Soweto gathered around Naledi Hall grounds with families enjoying a cool, calm day in an open field. Children gelled and mingled on water slides, jumping castles, and even rubbed shoulders with superheroes. My co-presenter Levante and our producer Leah Mavumisa were there. Let's check it out.
What's up, KNR friends? We are right here in the beautiful Soweto. It's an amazing day. We are having so much fun here at the Kids Festival. We're about to check out what type of activities will be here today. So without wasting any more time, let's go!
What a better way to usher in the summer season than to bask in the sun this October month. Well, that was the order of the day in Soweto recently. Families gathered with their children to have a laid-back weekend while children indulged in activities such as jumping castles, slides, and chilling with superheroes amongst other things. Apart from the wealth of kiddies activities, community members also used this opportunity to set up their business stalls.
Can you please tell us more about what your type of, what are you selling here today and what's your service? What is your service?
Okay, here we're offering the kids pampering spa. As you can see, they put a banner there, it's 50 rands. We offer for boys and girls. It's bath and polish, bath and shine for boys. And then we also do the foot spa.
Well, our presenter wasted no time and had his nails buffed and shined by the nail technician on site. And boy, was he neat.
Right now, we're going to go check out one of the stalls, so let's go. Okay, so can you please tell us a bit more about this brand also and how it started?
So it started, it's almost 2 years now that we started the brand. It's not easy, but it's coming along. It's a kiddies brand from 0 to 13 years. The reason for it is to see, because parents can do anything for our kids. So that's when we decided to, you know what, let's also have a cartoon that is almost relevant to us.
Meanwhile, Children in attendance also spoke on what they enjoy most about the day and the importance of bonding between families and children.
These such events are important for families because some families can't bond enough.
Can you tell us a bit more about what you're looking forward to today?
To go in that big slide and have a massage. What I like the most about being here is dancing, because dancing is the most important thing I'm good at.
What I love about being here is because I love helping people and I love seeing people and enjoying myself.
Parents also shared their take on having such an event and how it uplifts the society in its entirety.
What would you say the importance is of hosting such events for bonding between parents and their kids?
Oh my gosh, it's so very important. Mind you, we always go to the north, to Sentin, to always go take our kids there for fun. But if it's an event in Soweto, it's very important to take our kids in here. You know, like there's so much activities that is happening here. There's so much local brand that is happening in here.
It's very nice because it's a local thing. It's not far from where I'm staying. It's just Naledi Hall, so everybody can be here, and the space is very huge for everyone to do whatever that she wants to do.
Well, there you have it. It certainly was a fun-filled day, and we hope more events and festivals such as these will happen, especially as we near festive holidays. For SABC News on KNR, I am Liema Vumisa in Soweto.
After the break, put on your dancing shoes because we're about to get down.
Welcome back to all our SABC2, SABC Plus and SABC Lehigh. Have you ever scrolled on your cell phone and came across TikTok challenges and music videos of young talents and wish you'd meet them? Well, guess what? Today we have Ritabile RSA right here in studio. Hello, Rita.
Hello.
How are you? Good, good. Usiphathele ntoni namhlanje?
Oh, today trip juluka.
We're very excited. All right.
Okay, it's been lovely being with you, Mara. Unfortunately, it's time for us to love and leave you, Mara Skawara. You can catch us on YouTube at Kids Newsroom. Famana Ayanda Vima Sango, it's bye-bye. See you next week. Over to you.
Now it's time to dance. Drip, drip, juluga. Mna nawe siyakudibana ngexesha elizayo.
October 2000, October 2000, October
awulitha lababenzayo kanti abazi ukuthi lana senza kanjani kombolishelele bukhalinga bazokhala nje maqede awulitha lababenzayo kanti abazi ukuthi lana senza kanjani kombolishelele bukhalinga bazokhala nje maqede juluga